Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So on this video, I'm gonna teach you how to change these 13 hidden Chrome settings. And right now, I'm currently inside Google Chrome, and if you don't have it, simply download it. Now, if you have a Microsoft Edge, a MacBook, please download Google Chrome so you can utilize these awesome features. That being said, let's start with going on this website first. So inside Chrome, simply type in Chrome flags. Again guys, this is gonna be the link. Click on it right there, and then you'll be directed on this landing page. Basically what this is think of it as a MacBook extension. Think of it as an extension or a Chrome extension. Experiments are like Chrome extensions that are specified in each region, in each country. So the first thing I want to show you is there is a available and unavailable tab. So for the available tab, it depends on your platform or in your region basically. So before you get into it, I suggest updating your Google Chrome first, so you can get the best and latest features. So simply click on those three dots right there, click on Help, and then go to About Chrome. I'll see you once it's there. So welcome back to the video. Just by simply clicking About Chrome, it will automatically update itself. As you can see right here, updating Chrome as of now, and it's currently on 100%. Once this finished, I'll see you back on the Experiments tablet. Alright, so welcome back to the video. The first thing that I'm going to show you is parallel downloading. So on the search bar, or basically search flags, type in parallel. As you can see right here, it has parallel downloading. It means enable parallel downloading to accelerate download speed. Basically, that's the main description to it. So I'm not going to waste your time and download something, just basically enable it, and then instead of getting 5 megabytes per second of download, you're going to get 10, 12, something like that. It's going to be a 100% increase regarding your download speed. That's just inside of Chrome, okay? If you download a photo, a video, but if it's going to be another story if you download it in your computer. Please take note about that one. Those are two things. For the next feature, before we get into it, I just want to show you the warning. Even though it's very prompt right there, it says by enabling these features, you could lose your browser data or compromise your security and privacy. Enable features apply to all browsers. If you're an examiner or enterprise admin, you should not be using these flags in production. And with that being said, for the second one, it's going to be called audio muting. As you can see right here, it says tab audio muting UI control. If you enable this one, that means if you have a video playing on the background, let's go to YouTube right now. Alright, so welcome back to the video. Right now, we're currently on YouTube with a royalty-free video. Now, if I play right here, let me just minimize the volume. Perfect. You're gonna see this audio. Instead of pausing, minimizing, or muting manually, simply click on that audio logo. Clicking by it right there will mute the entire video. This is also applicable once you're in a new tab. Pretty awesome, right? And that is very useful. Let me just remove that one. For the next feature, we're gonna call it Camera Mic Preview. Basically what it does is enables camera and mic preview in permission bubble inside settings. Applicable for Mac, Windows, and Linux, so I suggest downloading Google Chrome. By enabling this one, let me just pull out my screenshot because I don't really have a camera on my desktop, but this is how it should look like. I know you're familiar when going in a meeting and then your preview would be yourself or a black screen. So for this one, if you enable it, Google Chrome will give you a sample photo as a background. As you can see right there, it gave you this, I'm going to call it fields, as a background photo or a preview camera. Awesome, right? Alright, let's move on with the next feature. For the next one, type in one-time permission. Basically what it does is enable experimental one-time permission for geolocation, microphone, and camera. Also applicable for Mac, Windows, Chrome OS, Android, and Lacrosse. And before I get into it, you'll notice that previously on the camera and mic feature, we only have Mac, Windows, and Linux. For one-time permission, we have Chrome OS, Android, and Lacrosse. So each feature here or experiment are different each individually. So if I enable this one like so, I'm gonna have this logo right here. I'm just pull out my screenshot because I don't really have a permission going on. So this is how it should look like. You're gonna have an option that says allow this time only. So it's just not a yes or no question, right? Usually only get a allow or no not allow. Basically for this one, you're gonna get this option that says allow this time. For the next feature, we're gonna call it Omnibox Google Drive Document Suggestions. If I enable this one, basically what it does is display suggestions for Google Drive documents in the Omnibox when Google is the default search engine. There are a lot of Omnibox features here. There is also a Drive document suggestion don't require separate settings, Drive document doesn't require Chrome sync, and of course, framework or type suggestions. Basically, they're all the same, but for me, my favorite one would be the first one and gonna be the last one, or rather, third one. So let me just pull a screenshot to save some time so you guys won't get bored here. It's gonna be this one. So instead of giving you the search sample Google to search, if you type in a website, for example the first few letters, it will give you the URL of the website itself, rather than a Google search result. Basically, that's the idea here. For the next flag, let's type in smooth scrolling. Let me just enable this one. Basically, for the name itself, the animation for scrolling is gonna be smoother than before. Right now, I'm not gonna really show it to you here because we don't have a scroll option. But with this one, as you can see right here, it's pretty smooth. Not the fast one right here, right? Before, by default, it's gonna be a very tedious and fast one. Right now, it's fast, and if you notice, the bar right there is perfectly square. For the next feature, type in overlay scroll bars. What it does is enable experimental scroll bars. You may also enable threaded composition and so much more. So as you can see right here, let me just remove that one. My scroll bar is a little bit different. If I remove it right there, it will disappear. If I place it right here, it will reappear, and it's much more awesome looking, not just the one vertical line right there. It's gonna be a small minimalist scroll bar. So for the next experiment or flag, we're gonna call it Chrome Refresh 2023. Right now, it has been removed on the Google Chrome suggestions or experiments since it's not available on my area anymore. But what it does is basically this one. Let me just pull out a screenshot I have. Perfect. So basically, Realbox Chrome Fresh 2023 is different from the Chrome Fresh 2023 only. So enables the new desktop design, customized Chrome side panel must be also included. So what it does is, this is the new user interface. Awesome, right? Also take note, to enable all of the experiment you enabled, for example, the flags that have been enabled earlier, make sure you relaunch, because it won't take effect if you haven't relaunched your Chrome. For the next flag, we're going to call it Allow Invalid Certificates for Resources Loaded from Localhost. Now that's a very long title, but basically, what it does is, let me just show you a pretty good warning. So I'm sure you're familiar with this one. You get this a lot for unfamiliar websites. Now basically what it does is, you can proceed with this one, right? Google Chrome will give you a warning that your connection is not private. But if you have an option to proceed to localhost even though it's unsafe, you can do so. But if you enable this flag just by enabling it, this won't show up anymore. By going to untrusted website or unsafe website, it will not give you a warning anymore. It will just go directly straight to it. Basically, that's the most simple suggestion and description I can give you for this one, the Allow Invalid Certificates. Now for the next flag, we're gonna call it Force Color Profile. So there is a very long and tedious explanation for Force Color Profile, so I don't want you to get bored. Basically, I'm gonna give you the entire description at the simplest form. Now basically what it does is, if you click this one, you're gonna have a lot of choices, right? Display, P3, D65, this is gonna be your monitor. So what it does is, it gives you a choice, or you force Chrome to follow the Chrome settings or the color settings of your system. This is gonna be your GPU, this is gonna be your operating system, this is gonna be your processor. So these are gonna be the best color of your Chrome can have. Because by default, it's just following what's currently on your Chrome. As you can see right here, it's gonna be red, which is basically the one I set. And if I choose one right here, it will now get the best color I can have, the shemes, the gav, the gradient, depending on my operating system, especially on my CPU also. So please take note, choose one of each, and basically you're good to go. Now personal favorite, I always depend on my GPU, which is gonna be this one, HDR10. So let's talk about the next one. As you can see, I have a lot of tabs going on, because this next experiment is tab scrolling. There is a lot of choices here. Basically, the difference is that this is going to be a pin tab, medium width, large width, or down shrink. Basically what it does is, instead of having a never-ending list right here, you can scroll through your tabs. Awesome, right? Now for the next flag, before I get into it, I'll show you what's available right now. As you see, there are bullets. These are the flags that are currently enabled in our system. Take note about that one, okay? Now for the next feature or flag, type in reading mode. So what it does is basically, as the name suggests, helps you read. let's go to an article that I have. Now once here, simply right click on any part of the screen and look for reading mode. And basically what it does, instead of having ads, advertisement, and a very cluttered website or an article, just go here. You can change the size, the font. You can choose the font size also, the link, the color right here if you want it light, you want it dark, you want it yellow. Of course, the height and the spacing are right here. Everything in here are perfectly good, organized, and very good in reading. Also, they have their hyperlink with them also. You can also adjust it right here, perfectly right there. You can also pin it to a toolbar so you don't have to click on doing right click right there. Now before I move on with the next feature, reading mode has a lot. Reading mode with screen 2x, rules-based algorithm, images added via algorithm, so please check them out. Alright, now for the last experiment or flags, type in here Chrome Labs. So what it does is, you can get access on the bookmark itself. So right now it should be around here. It's not really showing on my end because I found out that Chrome Labs is under maintenance as of now. But what I can do for you is I have a screenshot so you guys can see what it looks like. So you can find it along here. It should be beside the name of your profile. It looks like a flask. And then once you click on it, it will look like this. You can enable every page or every experiment wherever you are. For example, you're in YouTube, you're in Facebook, you're in Google. You don't have to go to the website of the flags anymore. Just by clicking the labs option, you can enable such thing as tab group save sync, Chrome refresh, and so much more. Basically, it's a shortcut of Chrome flags. Awesome, right? And that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.